Have you ever wondered how a storm can be born from warm ocean water, grow into a spinning giant with a name, and then quietly disappear, leaving behind changed skies and new beginnings? Today, let me tell you the life story of one of nature's most powerful characters, a hurricane. Every hurricane begins its life quietly. No thunder, no dramatic winds, just warmth. Imagine the tropical ocean on a sunny day. The water is warm, very warm, at least 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 27 degrees Celsius, like a giant bathtub under the sun. This warmth is the hurricane's first and most important ingredient. Without it, nothing happens. Now picture the air above this warm water. Warm air is light, like a hot air balloon, so it rises. As it rises, it leaves behind a small emptiness near the surface, low pressure. Think of pressure like people in a room. If one corner empties out, everyone nearby rushes in to fill the space. Air from around the low-pressure area begins to rush in, but Earth is spinning, and because Earth spins, moving air doesn't go straight, it curves. This invisible push is called the Coriolis effect, and it gently twists the incoming air, like turning a slow carousel. At first, this spinning is weak. Scientists call this early baby storm a tropical disturbance, just clouds and light rain. But, something magical is happening inside. As warm air rises, it cools and forms clouds. When water vapor turns into rain, it releases hidden energy, heat energy, back into the air. This heat makes the air rise even faster. Faster rising means lower pressure below. Lower pressure pulls in more air. More air means more spin. It's a feedback loop, like clapping your hands and hearing an echo that comes back louder each time. When winds reach 39 miles per hour, the storm gets a name. It is now a tropical storm. It has an identity, a personality, and, well, it is hungry. Hungry for warm water. As the storm travels across the ocean, it grows by drinking heat from the sea. The warmer the water, the stronger it becomes. Now the hurricane begins to organize itself, like a city under construction. At the center, something strange forms. The eye. This is a calm, clear space where air sinks instead of rises. The sky may even be blue here. Around the eye is the most dangerous part, the eye wall, a towering ring of clouds where winds scream and rain falls sideways. Outside, the eye wall are spiral rain bands, long arms of clouds that stretch for hundreds of miles, slowly wrapping around the center like giant fingers. Inside the hurricane, air is constantly moving. Warm air rises near the center. It spreads outward high in the sky. It cools and sinks far away. Then it flows back along the surface toward the low-pressure heart. This is a heat engine, like a car engine fueled by warm ocean water instead of gasoline. As long as the hurricane stays over warm water and the winds high above it don't tear it apart, it can grow stronger, sometimes reaching winds over 150 miles per hour. At this point, it becomes a major hurricane, a true giant of the atmosphere. Super 150 plus miles per hour, major hurricane. As it moves, the hurricane reshapes the world below it. It piles up ocean water, pushing it toward coastlines as storms surge, flooding land that is usually dry. It drops enormous amounts of rain, sometimes a whole year's worth in just a few days. Rivers overflow, hillsides weaken, trees bend, snap, or fall. But hurricanes are not only destroyers, they also cool the ocean, mixing warm surface water with colder deep water. They move heat from the tropics toward cooler parts of the planet, helping balance Earth's temperature. They even bring rain to dry regions far inland. Like many powerful characters, hurricanes are both dangerous and necessary, but no life lasts forever. Eventually, the hurricane reaches a place where it can no longer survive. Maybe it moves over land. Without warm ocean water, its energy source is cut off. It's like a fire with no fuel. The ground below is rough, full of hills, trees, and buildings that slow the winds and break the storm's perfect circular shape. Or maybe the hurricane drifts into cooler water, or strong winds high in the atmosphere, called wind shear, rip the storm apart, pulling its clouds away from its center. The low pressure fills in, the eye collapses, the spin weakens, the hurricane fades into a tropical storm, then a tropical depression, then just clouds, and and rain. But the story doesn't end there. The leftover moisture may travel thousands of miles, feeding rainstorms in distant countries. The heat it moved continues to shape weather patterns. The ocean, now cooler and stirred, begins warming again under the sun. And somewhere else, over another stretch of warm tropical water, the conditions line up once more. Warm sea, rising air, a gentle spin, the beginning of a new whisper. A hurricane is not a monster. It is not alive, but it lives a life. It is born from warmth and motion. It grows through balance and feedback. It travels, changes the world and gives back what it borrowed. And when its time is over, it dissolves, making way for the next cycle. So, the next time you hear about a hurricane forming far out at sea, remember, you are witnessing a life story written in wind, water, and invisible forces. A reminder that our planet is not still, not silent, but endlessly moving, breathing, and alive.